What did you find?
You need to watch it. Like, I'm so sorry, but I need us to pause. I need you to look at the last thing I sent you.
Okay, that's a wild way to start the night.
Talking about reefers.
Hey, yo. Dude, I wish I could share my phone screen right now.
I mean, I technically could.
What? What? What is happening?
Thank you. Okay, that means that you found it.
Oh my god, his face as he's trying to explain it. He looks horrified. Alright, well, that was a fantastic way to start the stream.
Please, now you understand why I paused.
I hope you know that the audio, I'm pretty sure the audio was captured.
The only part
I'm
that I
pretty
heard
sure.
on this end was it's about a brother and a sister, and they
Pause. What do they do?
they fuck.
The fuck? Dude, the look on his face was priceless with how horrified he looked.
It's his guilty pleasure that he didn't want anyone knowing about.
As he's doing a live interview about it.
And he was like,
Okay, I'm just making sure that I can be heard.
Cool. I can't breathe. I have to swim.
Alright, I can be heard.
Actually, I'm the only one in the friend group who can.
Okay, can what?
Swim.
Oh, yeah. I guess do you want to text them and tell them that we're investigating a cult?
I'm gonna text Blake saying I'm investigating your mom.
Oh. It wouldn't surprise me, honestly. Alright, everyone.
We randomly cover her on one of our things, and we just don't tell people which one it was, so they all just speculate.
Oh my god,
which
no.
One was Blake's mom.
Imagine we don't even know that it's our buddy's parent.
The only reason I would know is because I saw her mugshot and everything.
Oh yeah, you did see the mugshot.
Yeah, and you did too, but I think you only saw it in passing.
Yeah. Sorry, my
How wild
computer's
do I
doing
want to
stuff.
get with this text?
So how about why don't I read the about section for everyone?
Oh, this is a wild statement I just put in group chat.
Oh god. It's gonna get wilder. So
Man, we wildin'.
So before I say anything more, I need the chat to know I'm fully sober.
That makes one of us. No, I'm sober.
You're gonna wish you're not by the end of this.
Okay, then I might smoke a little bit on stream.
That's fine.
You
don't worry,
you
YouTube. I can't. I don't have. Actually, I don't have anything to chase it with. I only have like mixers. I don't have anything. I really want a bottle of wine. Like I'm sitting here. I have
I might have to go grab my drink.
I have a steampunk dragon sitting here with 2 wine glasses, but no wine bottle.
Alright, I'm gonna let you talk to your chat for a second.
Cool.
I need to find out what happened to my soda, and I will be drinking instead.
Okay.
I have some
YouTube
moonshine with my name on it.
Ooh,
I am over 21, YouTube.
I was about to say, YouTube, we are above age. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm of age and above.
Of age and above. Aren't we all?
What do you mean I abuse caffeine? I love caffeine.
I would never abuse my caffeine. I love it too much.
Yeah, you just abuse me.
No, I don't. Let's not make those jokes on stream.
Okay, they don't actually.
Especially YouTube. They're more sensitive.
Yeah.
Not the viewers, but the site.
Alright, you get one question to ask me on stream. No matter what it is, I'll answer.
Dude, that's way too broad for my autistic ass.
All right, I'll be right back, YouTube.
Alright, so I have read this, about section, and I've looked at the pictures. I have not done anything else in regards to this channel. I happened to see that someone else making a video about this person. I hadn't watched it, I just saw it and went, oh, that looks so interesting. What the hell are these titles? Okay. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Huh? Some of this is so some of this stuff is like genuinely kind of like innocent and fine and okay. Oops. Then there's other things. Things that are not so innocent, fine, or okay. So, the complete PDF's online. But because of the nature of the content, I genuinely could not tell you if this was, I couldn't tell you if this was actually about technology or the other thing it could be. However,
I'm not actually towards my computer yet. They'll talk to me.
however, I can tell you that so far this looks wild. Satan's automations aim for Gail Shield failure.
What did I come back to?
Satan and the automations shenanigans.
Oh, hey, I've got to tell you earlier. I'm almost positive it's a no because you have where you're staying now.
Mm-hmm.
But because of earlier, Madre has offered for a place for you to stay if you need it.
Okay. Okay. Genghis Khan and Nazis. Okay.
Okay, I think we both cut out for each other.
P. Diddy should be pardoned. Dr. Automaton's murder millions. Divine Goddess as the Antichrist, in parentheses, of free and true love. What is happening? What is... Herxheimer reaction is no fun. We've got a plan for interdimensional mite extermination.
Me.
Gail's First Amendment audit. Crazy. Oh god, that can't be good.
I kind of want her name to be spelled Gale, not Gail.
Yeah. Nobel
Why does she
Prize
have a...
and epic.
What the fuck?
What is happening?
Okay, I'm really glad you and I were looking at the same video. I was looking at Nobel Prize in Epic Trolling Part 2.
Android message to the world.
Wait, scroll up. That's fucking covering Apophis. Oh no, that's a solar eclipse of that year. Never mind.
Hold on. Now that you're back, let me go ahead and read to you guys the About section. And don't worry about this link right here.
I'm looking at it. Hold
World
on. How do I... I
About
actually can't
me.
spell. I'm bad.
Oh, I was just gonna click on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
World Empress. U.S. Vice President. Wife of U.S. President Brent Spiner. Great niece of Howard Hughes. Multiple Academy World Award winner. Multiple Nobel Prize winner. Writer, actor, producer, director. Favorite person of Jesus Christ. Playmate of
What?
the century. And sexiest woman alive.
What? Wait, but I'm right here.
I didn't
Sorry.
say that I believed any of this. I mean, look at her. I mean, she's not ugly, but
She is.
she's old.
She's ugly.
Okay, I was trying to be nice.
No. You should know by now I don't play by anyone's rules but my own.
Neighbors from Hell. Lizzo is the final most evil antichrist.
What?
How to Be Beautiful Forever. Lizzo's I'm sorry, I'm getting Lizzo's obesity-inducing cannibal mites. Cats in my cooter is more likely than you think.
What?
What's fat? I can't even. I'm not even gonna say that title because it feels like it's probably a hate crime. Just this is the one I was looking at.
I don't.
I don't
Everything
feel
about this feels like a hate
comfortable.
crime.
Yeah, it does. I'm just saying that Lizzo murders Paul Rubens. Pink Nuke Terror. Huh?
I don't want to know. I mean,
Lizzo.
I'm gonna
I
find
do.
out.
I do want to know. Lizzo nuke bombing rampage evacuation plans. Lizzo the borderline rage brain control trickster. What? Nobel Prize in epic trolling. There's the first one. Finding my true inner core. President and husband Brent, 1990 to forever. I love how some of these genuinely sound kind of innocent, like the one where she's talking about her shorts just being finished. And
Yeah.
there's this. Lizzo and her Jesuits R word my supporters.
What?
The, the, I
You
guess
have
she
supporters?
read this one.
Hold on.
No, Lizzo attacked.
What?
Yeah, like. Hold on, I need to
I
change
don't
the
want.
title of this.
I'm sorry. I don't want to watch that one.
I don't either. Sorry, I just changed the title of.
I don't like Lizzo, but I don't think you've been in the same room with her.
I don't like Lizzo either, but Jesuit shapeshifter mites releasing nasty toxins.
Thank you. I saw the same thing. I love how whenever I see a title, you're reading it.
How Queen Elizabeth died. Safe meditation to prevent demons.
Hold on. Jesus encouragement on my walks. Oh, walks. I read on my walls.
Go outside and touch grass. Girl, I need you to. Gail resigns, making Brent Spiner the full president. I'm missing
SJW demon Baphomet and labels.
BU Christianity, Bible for Future Saints, Bedbug Busy. What is.
Bedbugs need scientists.
Sorry for watching
Jesuit
fake
bedbug.
news.
Jesuit bedbugs need scientists.
Jesus is rebranding Christianity.
What?
Jesus has lost all faith in himself. The Battle of the Gods.
She She has a gay flag in the background.
I know, but she also... I am a Bible writer.
Dartmouth Shelley shares syringes by the seashore.
What? Oh my god. Emergency needs scientists, engineers, aliens, occultists, even Jews. Jesus Christ's
Prepare for battle?
party. I'm so glad I'm not monetized yet because I would be losing
Mama
it.
calls Southern Fried Chicken. Sorry, Mama Gail's Southern Fried Chicken.
I'm gonna let out a blanket statement here before we go any further. Because I feel the need to make sure everyone knows that whatever crazy shit this woman's about to say, we don't support.
I think she's killing me.
Probably. Okay.
I think I just started rotting, like, at a quicker rate.
Like, we've already found the racist and anti-Semitic undertones. Both things
I don't know
that...
what you're talking about. I don't see anything that could be anti-Semitic here.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see anything that could be racist.
Definitely.
Doogie and everything.
Mm.
Racism? Never heard of her.
You know, definitely not when she specifically says, yes, even the Jews. Nothing. Mm-hmm. We are here solely to clown on this woman. That is all we are doing.
Just make sure not to get caught in my crossfire.
Yeah.
Because if you get in my way while I'm clowning someone,
you'll get clowned too.
You're not safe.
Jesus as a lover. This woman's batshit insane. And now I'm not. So I was raised Catholic, not anymore. And my buddy here, their dad is a pastor. So
you will never guess what I am, because not even I can guess.
The only reason I'm bringing this up is because I feel like this kind of gives us a certain unique perspective on this type of crazy.
Wait, you have a unique perspective?
I think so. Gail's commandments saving Earth from destruction and President Gail's address. State of the Union address. Where do we start?
President?
She's not. Where
am I?
What timeline did we find?
What am I?
Laurie McBride's cum star plans to explode planet Earth.
I'm good.
What?
I'm good.
Satan, so Laurie McBride is Satan. I guess.
Sorry, I had to do an aggressive yawn.
So, do we want to go through... Do we want to watch a video first, or do we want to go back to her blog first?
We can check out her blog before getting into everything.
Just so we have a better idea as to what we're getting into and where the hell to start. I'm sorry, this is fucking nuts.
Why would you fuck nuts?
You know what I mean. Do you see why I told you that I was suddenly doing this?
What? I would not... I don't know why you would just suddenly drop everything to do this. That sounds insane. I'm joking.
Alright. It doesn't want to work.
This site can't be reached.
Yes, the connection timed out. And
No, I don't think it's just your connection timing out. I think this is an omen.
Well, that's why we're going to use the not protected browser to see if we can get it up on that one.
Okay, well, do you have an... Oh, what?
And we can't.
Okay, I didn't see it try on my side. But
no,
it could be because
was on a different.
You're only sharing. Yeah, I was say. I think you're only sharing it from one tab for me,
Yeah, I am.
or one window.
Yep. Come on. Don't be doing this. So,
Yo,
what
what
do
the
we
fuck is
do?
taking Gail so long? I'm hungry.
So, I'm sorry. Like, but where do we go from here?
Hmm. Is it bad to say I don't know?
I don't know either. Church of
Who needs to go to church?
No. All right. So,
I want to see her burn.
there's a Facebook page. I'm doing a little digging.
Of course you
There's
are.
a Teespring. Oh, so Gail here is producing a movie.
Hmm.
It's a documentary on her life. And I found the trailer.
For lo the winter.
I can't see it.
I know you can't.
Oh, it's bright.
Don't worry.
No, I'm just a pussy.
Church of Gail
The fuck
trailer.
is your YouTube?
A disaster. Don't even worry about it.
Bessie,
So,
what?
what?
I saw your auto feed, and it was just wild.
Probably. I believe that. Probably
Sorry,
because
you
I'm
caught me
looking
off
up
guard.
shit like this.
Awesome Church of Gail.
We are not Jesuit spies, we swear we are big fans.
Who's Jesuit?
What does Jesuit mean?
Yeah, they keep on saying that word. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know what it means.
I know.
I've heard it before.
Oh! Alright, a member of the Society of Jesus, a Roman Catholic order of priests founded by Saint Ignatius Loyola, Saint Francis Xavier, and others in 1534 to do missionary work. The order was
Why
zealous
are
in
they bad?
The order was zealous in opposing the Reformation. Despite periodic persecution, it had retained an important influence in Catholic thought and education.
Is that good or bad? I mean, the Catholic Reformation wasn't all that great, was it? Wasn't it like famously really bad?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So maybe the Jesuits were the
Maybe
I don't
maybe
I
this
don't want to speak
particular
firmly
woman
on something.
maybe this particular woman just really, really hates the Jesuits.
Okay, but why do they keep on saying Jesuit bed bugs?
I think
Do they
she
think that
thinks
they're sent there to stop her?
I genuinely think this woman might believe that the bed bugs were sent by Jesuits in order to oppress her.
You just have bad
I
living
think she's
space.
just
I'm
insane.
sorry, lady. I'm not sorry, lady, but you're just psycho fucking crazy.
Jesuits, a Catholic religious order, believe in finding God in all things, serving others, and working for the greater glory of God. That doesn't. I'm gonna be honest.
Doesn't sound
Doesn't.
bad for the idea.
The idea on paper does not sound too
Yeah.
bad.
On paper.
However, as someone who has some pretty bad religious trauma and grew up
on paper.
yeah. Well, I grew up queer in the Catholic Church and autistic.
Well, you didn't know that.
I didn't. However, I know that now. And regardless of if I knew it then, do you have any idea how traumatic that was?
Huh? Oh yeah, jeez. I'm not. I also have religious trauma, bestie. What?
I love
you
how.
forget what you mentioned at the beginning of this video?
No, I
about me?
didn't. I'm just.
My flabbers have been gasted.
Same. No, I didn't forget anything. Sorry, I'm in the middle of. I always make my thumbnail for these lives while we're live.
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning. Well, I can't sing that. Actually, I can.
And I hope you know.
I'm singing the Fallout Boy iteration.
I hope you know that every time I'm. Do you actually look at my
No.
You never go back and look at the thumbnails?
No.
Okay.
I know that they change halfway through.
That only happens like once or twice.
No, last time we changed it like 5 different times.
Oh, did I?
5 is an exaggeration, but we did change it a lot last stream.
That's because we also like completely changed the topic. Well, so my thumbnails are usually references to my book.
Oh.
Or they have references in them.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah. You'll know the references if you look at them.
Hey, did you know you're gay?
No, I didn't.
Oh, here's your calling out card.
Oh, damn. Neat.
I'm sorry to be the one to tell you.
I didn't know it was gay for me to like girls. Dang.
I didn't know it was gay for me to kiss my homies.
Foiled again, I see.
Foiled again. I can't say that on stream, oh my god.
I'm sorry.
I have to text this to you.
Oh no, that's never a good sign. And for the record, I only changed the thumbnail once on this one. Definitely adding it to the VOD playlist. There we go. Oh god. Oh my god. So...
Now you know why I couldn't say that?
So, do you want to watch the trailer with me?
I'm here, aren't I?
I think you'll know the reference in my thumbnail.
For lo, the winter is past. The rain.
Now, I'm gonna... Yes, okay, so this is our girl, Gail Cord
Not our girl. Not ours.
I was making a joke.
I do not claim this woman.
So it looks like so far, lots of people are excited to see this.
Oh. That's 9 years
Oh.
ago. 16 years ago.
It's the 10-year-old trailer,
Wait,
so it just
slow down.
never...
Did that say 16?
No.
Scroll. Oh no, it's at 10, but whenever I'm far enough away, it looks like 16.
Can we just talk about how...
That makes me feel better.
So this trailer came out, but she's still going. You can tell it's been at least 10 years.
Published.
Like, look at that thumbnail and then look at this. I mean...
Yeah, and also look at her, look at how young she looks in the other one compared to now.
Yeah. That's why I didn't realize who it was. Hold on, let's see if we can find anything about who
About
the
author.
about why she... Why?
Why?
Also, from what I understand, the Jesuits are specifically, like, very pro, like, Catholic men, so how the hell Lizzo would fit into that category, I don't know.
Didn't you know?
Wait,
Lizzo's
Lizzo...
a Catholic male.
Yeah. And also,
Didn't you get the memo? I got it.
Also,
It was in the pamphlets.
Lizzo isn't Jesus, and she isn't Francis Xavier. So how can she have her own set of Jesuits?
I mean, I do.
Of course you do. Antichrist.
Damn.
How I manage in a studio apartment. What do we like? I'm so flabbergasted. I'm not even sure what the hell we should look at.
I'm scared.
I am too.
I need some more study.
So SJWs are demons. Okay.
Oh yeah, so I mixed my it's not good at all. But I mixed my moonshine with my Dr. Pepper.
Okay.
It's not good.
Oh. Tastes bad?
Actually, no, it kind of is. It tastes like spiked Dr. Pepper, but at the same time, Dr. Pepper isn't meant to be spiked.
It's not.
Because do you remember the strength of the,
Yes.
Okay, now take that strength and make it, 15 to 30% stronger.
What? What is this pillow? Why is she riding on an AI-generated dinosaur into the battle?
You know what? I've thought about riding on an AI-generated dinosaur before.
Brent Spiner clone, fanfiction's author, Lore is furious. I think we should watch Jesus' Gail Commandments.
The Gail Commandments.
Either the Gail Commandments or the 11-dimensional lovemaking to Jesus.
What? I'm sorry?
What? When it's so good, it's not even 3-dimensional. It's 11-dimensional.
It only goes to the 10th dimension.
I know. That's why it's so.
Hold on. Okay, as someone who has studied string theory, it only goes to 10 dimensions. And 10th dimension is God. So for there to be an 11th dimension, well, technically the 10th dimension isn't God, because in science there is no God, but that would make you a God-like being.
Right. I get what you mean.
Because then you would be outside of all the dimensions, outside of the multiverse, and outside of time.
I'm there. Don't even worry.
That is what a 10th dimensional being is.
Exactly.
For there to be an 11th dimension, you have to go outside of the outside.
She needs to go outside.
Yeah, no, because that means that you're a being outside of the already. It can't. What?
I think I broke my buddy.
What?
11th dimension lovemaking. Okay, I think we should start with the Gail Commandments and then get into something more wild. Even if it's not this video.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I'm kind of joking about this.
Me too.
10th dimensional?
There's a shorter version just called Jesus Perfection in 11-Dimensional Lovemaking.
11th dimension. I'm so sorry. We're gonna need to stop saying 11th I'm so sorry. I can't.
I hope you know.
2.0. Jesus' Gail Commandments 2.0.
Yes, which means it's the updated version.
I can't get up in arms like this. This is bad for my health.
I know. I'm so sorry. Entire U.S. western half could have drowned in radioactive semen.
What?
I think we've said the word "what" more than we've said any other word.
I need to rewatch this and have a what counter on screen.
Dude, baby girl needs to be studied by the SCP Foundation. Alright. We're starting with the Gail Commandments. It has to be less insane than
Well, have I been
like, it has to be less insane than multidimensional lovemaking, right?
Gail is my president.
She thinks she's the president of the United States.
Okay, so she's happy with the state of things? That's even more concerning.
Look.
Keep up with Jesus has a real interest in my new apartment. I'm just gonna give you a bit of an intro, then I'm gonna...
Okay.
Pause.
I'm
Look
paused.
up.
No! Is that a werewolf?
I was like, sorry, look above her head.
What is this? Baby girl. Oh my god. I mean that derogatorily.
That was personally made.
I know.
That was custom made.
What furry artist did you torture? What furry artist had to die?
Look at the frame. Is that Rick Astley?
Look above it.
Look. A picture of her photoshopped on it?
Look at the one next to the werewolf.
Hold on. I think she has small stickers of her face.
She does.
I don't even want to try and unpack what's beside the furry one.
I don't... Oh god.
Is that a lightsaber? Is it...
What? I think it's like anime. Like, I genuinely think it's like one of those anime scenes where they do like the beam into the sky from the power move.
Yeah,
I think that's... I need my...
I need my blood pressure medication.
Dude, I cannot wait for the clips of this to go on TikTok. Like, no, I'm not even kidding.
I swear if it gets any worse, I'm gonna have to go on a scientific rant about how she's wrong.
Dude, considering my hyperfixation right now is studying, like, religion and stuff, this is gonna be exciting from both perspectives.
I'm not excited. I'm so sorry. I'm not excited in the slightest.
Oh, I am beyond excited.
I just hiccups again and it hurt.
Oh. I was about to say, like, as a pagan who has, you know, a very, like, individual...
As a
we
person.
have very individualized, like, relationships with the gods that we work with, for those of us who work with deities. But this ain't it. Whatever the hell is happening here. Jesus drinks because of this bitch.
I drink because of this bitch.
Cheers. I have plenty of water if someone wants to turn it into wine for me.
I mean, I can stop by and give you a drink.
No, I don't want the dogs to freak out.
Fair. If it wasn't for that.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that, you'd be doing this next to me, so we don't have to use Discord.
True. I'm sorry, but if we ended up watching this late in the evening, depending on what time it's over, I'm just gonna take a nap on your floor.
Valid.
If I was next to you and we were doing this.
Valid.
Did you say valid?
Yes. Now, having said that, let's continue.
Floor of my new place. It's smaller than where I lived before, but thanks to Jesus' brilliant interior design, it's gonna work out perfectly fine.
This is a little nitpicky, but...
I think she's in a linen closet.
She might...
No,
possible.
Linen closets are super small. She's in a closet, though.
She is in a closet.
Fine. In fact, even... yeah, it's a lot cheaper for me to live here. And
okay.
I just haven't... As soon as I was getting ready to make a YouTube video, Brent would Skype with me, and Jesus would be telling me stuff that he wants me to do in my new apartment. In fact,
okay.
I have made 2 new web pages at my website.
Okay.
I have a link to them underneath this video. Jesus.
Let's see if it's a different website than the broken one.
This video's from 2021.
I'm aware. I was desperate to find something that was kind of normal.
This is not it.
Dude, this has to be...
Commandments 2.0. They're called the apartment commandments.
The apartment
And,
don't worry, I totally remember...
That means that she lost her house.
Yeah.
If she had one to begin with.
Basically...
Well, we're gonna pretend that she's got some stone tablets hidden around. And that everything's fine.
I guarantee she does have that.
Yeah.
He wants me to stop hoarding things. He says I have this...
Okay, thou shalt not hoard. I remember that one in the Bible.
Minimalistic.
I am not... Every part of the apartment needs to have a specific function. Like, anything that has to do with cooking and food needs to remain in the kitchen area.
Okay, thou shalt be organized.
That just sounds like organizational issues, lady.
Eating needs to be in a certain area. Sewing needs to be in a certain area. Bathing and cleaning needs to be in a certain area. And all the things need to be in a certain area.
This just sounds like OCD.
Needs to be in a certain area. Clothes need to be in a certain area. So I've been rearranging my whole place, getting everything organized according to Jesus' specifications. He also doesn't want me to keep duplicate items. I'm only allowed one cutting board.
Thou shalt have...
Well, no, you're allowed to have 2 cutting boards.
No, Jesus said no, apparently. Thou shalt...
As a cook. As the chef.
Thou shalt not own duplicates.
I'm only allowed to have one bestie.
Somebody bought me a set and he said, oh, you only need one.
Okay.
So any excess items that I'm not using, he wants me to either donate or throw away.
Okay.
The original Gail commandments still hold. In other words, he expects me to do that plus 11 new ones.
He sounds a little controlling. I don't remember Jesus being this controlling. Which means we have to go find the original commandments video. Oh God, please. We'll do that later.
So
hold on, I got this.
Yeah, I've been moving in, and then just when I thought I was settled in, Jesus would show up. Like, for instance, when I first got here, the bed was right over here.
So far, this is not completely batshit.
And my bookcase, I didn't have a bookcase, because I threw out the one I had at
Oh God.
What? Did you find it?
It's worse.
Alright.
I'm sharing this on Discord.
Alright. Let me...
There's 10 videos dedicated to the Gail Commandments.
Stop streaming. There. Go ahead and share your screen.
Oh, okay. Give me one second.
You're just no, that's fine. If you're just sharing the...
No, I can share my screen.
Okay.
No.
Oh, there's a whole playlist.
Alright, give me 1 second. Secondo. It opened on Microsoft for some reason. You fucking bitch.
I mean, if you'd rather I played it, we can do it that way. That's fine.
No. I got all the processing power.
Do you?
Yes, just don't question my other tabs, everyone. Okay, let's see if I can...
I don't know if it'll let... I'm trying to...
Oh, hold on. Discord's not responding.
You know what? Maybe I'll do it.
No, I actually need my Discord to respond, because if I can't, then that means that
well, no, my display capture won't capture Discord.
Then you need to make it capture Discord. I know it's possible. Oh, what? Oh, no. Hold on.
Like, I've got it set to capture my, second monitor. I think it's because of Discord. found it. Fixed it. So as soon as you're good to share, let me...
I'm alive. I restarted Discord.
Okay. So... I got it to work. Okay, so
Oh, so that's why it wasn't working, okay.
Gail commandments span over 8 years. It's hard for Americans to do the Gail commandments. Gail commandments...
Close out some of these tabs.
Jesus, the Gail commandments gives me 8/10 credit score.
The Jesus Christ Gail commandments, weight management. Obey Gail commandments, mandatory. The Gail shield and Gail commandments.
Yep.
I'm just gonna start saying Gail commandments because saying Gail commandments over and over is. What the fuck does tried mean?
It means it's a type of verbal disapproval. It's similar to a scolding.
I've never heard of that before.
I know of it because I'm a writer.
Where do you want to start?
I know of it because I'm a writer. I'm gonna let you choose. I will be right back.
I think the original Gail commandments got deleted.
It had to have.
Because that's a follow-up in detail.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of interested in either hard for Americans to do the Gail commandments or challenge, or maybe challenges in obeying. But I'm down for all of them. Just give me 1 second. Let me go grab a second water.
Alright, let me see how to turn my stuff into dark mode. Hey y'all, you're stuck with me now.
I'm back. Way to just put all your information on the screen.
Huh? I don't have much.
True.
It's not all my information.
I was picking on you.
And technically, that's not even my username.
True.
Sorry, I couldn't stand it being as bright as it was. I prefer my shit in dark mode.
As you should.
So you said hard for Americans. What was the other one?
The other one was the challenge for Americans.
Yeah, I already said that one.
Oh.
There's not another, because it says hard for Americans to do the Gail commandments. What was the second one?
I was looking at the challenge of the Gail commandments.
Challenges in obeying the Gail commandments?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're both only 15 minutes. We could technically watch both.
Yeah? Let me just make my screen share a little bigger.
Oh my god, the quality at which she recorded it only goes up to 480.
I believe that.
The Gail commandments. In September, she broke my vacuum cleaner, and I didn't even need to pray about whether to buy another vacuum cleaner, because one thing about the Gail commandments is I know that Jesus would not give me the Gail commandments if I was not able to obey them. So
okay.
if some obstacle comes up in my life that makes it so I can't obey one of the Gail commandments, and one of them is to vacuum every day. So I knew without a doubt that Jesus wanted me to buy a new vacuum cleaner. So I went
you should
to
get one.
You can fix your pre-existing one.
A $50 Bissell vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that would be work.
And it turned out that it didn't have an extension that was long enough for me to reach down to the floor, but my old vacuum cleaner had some extensions that I could add to it, so that I was
Why'd you point at yourself?
I'm able to use my new Bissell
like,
vacuum clean corners.
Yeah, no, wait a minute.
Stuff, so
okay, what do you mean it can't reach the floor if you plug in the vacuum?
Huh?
I hear sirens.
I don't hear them.
Do you hear them?
No.
That means that it's on the other side of the neighborhood. Sorry, I heard sirens and I got freaked out for a second.
Threw out my old vacuum
No, you're
cleaner,
good.
but I just held on to some of the attachments that sort of worked with the new vacuum cleaner. So I was able to make that $50 vacuum cleaner, which actually does a better job vacuuming than the expensive Eureka HEPA that I bought for like $200.
Fuck's a Eureka HEPA?
I have no idea.
So, and I thought, oh man, I don't...
How long did you have a vacuum for it to break? Or how badly were you taking care of it?
Why would she take care of it? It's just a vacuum.
Also, what the fuck is that exercise machine behind her?
Torture. It's a torture device.
A vacuum cleaner, and right at that time,
how do I make use of smaller?
I was able to.
What are you trying to make smaller?
The Lord gave me some money just that month, so that I was able to get a vacuum cleaner. He does that.
Good.
So, and you know, he's giving me these commands like that I need to save $100 a month and all this stuff, and I'm thinking, well, right now I can do that, and next month.
I love how it occasionally echoes.
4 months from now, I don't know, you know.
Oh, maybe I should turn it down a little bit.
I just thought, do the Gail commandments every day. If some blockade comes up that I think is going to prevent me from doing the Gail commandments, then I need to deal with it. Another thing she's done.
Your volume is up all the way.
My car wasn't starting. I would go outside and turn the ignition, and it would just lock up on me. And at first I thought I had ignition problems. So I emailed my men and say, you know, maybe you can get Church of Gail mechanics to work on the car or whatever.
Wait, she has her own.
Your men?
So I thought, aha.
Her henchmen. Pause it for a second. Pause. Her men.
Emailed my men and say, you know.
Chat. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
I can do that?
Hold on.
I didn't know I could mess with that. My men.
Who?
Maybe you can get Church of Gail mechanics to work on the car or whatever.
Church of Gail mechanics.
Do you want a new job?
No. I would rather die than work for her. In game.
Q&A started.
Oh god, I need to open up YouTube now. Oh shit, hold on. I need to go grab my computer. I need to charge my phone.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it running though.
Okay.
Unless you want to address her men.
I don't know how.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm gonna be perfectly honest.
Finally, I figured out that my battery was bad. So I thought, aha, well, I need the car to obey the Gail commandments, because I need the car to go buy my Seroquel, go get groceries, so I can eat a well-balanced diet.
Right.
So I didn't need to, you know, really pray about that. I knew Jesus would want me to fix my car. So after I
fair.
about 4 times and I figured out it was battery, I decided to get a new battery. I usually get Walmart's EverStart, but when I went online, it said
this happens every now and then.
Stop. And I thought, well, this car could just go out on me any day, and then I'll be stuck, and then I'll have to tow it, and all this stuff. So I decided to go to Sears and put in a Sears Die-Hard, which was more expensive, but I think is a higher quality battery. And I got
Real talk, with the layout of the apartment, it looks like she might be living in like Japan.
So I think my car. I solved that problem.
I kind of think she's American.
I'm only spending money on food and bills. The only
time I know that, but
is if something happens.
You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
My car won't start.
Especially the kind of TV. What the fuck?
Then I know Jesus wants me to spend money on a vacuum cleaner or.
Yo, hold on. Do you see that TV?
Oh, I see it.
It's hooked up to a DVR.
This is a 10-year-old video.
Because if I don't do that, I won't be able to.
Yeah, but DVRs weren't around 10 years ago.
The only time I spend money.
They are if you're Gail.
When if I don't, I will not be able to do the Gail commandments. For instance, Angelina also broke my microwave.
Pause.
I think I bought that around 2009 or something at Walmart. It's a Sharp, but it turns on, but it doesn't heat.
So pause for a
I
second,
actually heard
if you can.
smelled it smoking about a month ago.
Huh?
But I don't think
pause
Jesus
it.
has given me.
Okay, I didn't hear the pause it port.
Oh, I said it like 4 times.
No, you just haven't. You randomly cut in and out, no matter when.
Fantastic. So I would like to address something real quick. Can you go back a little bit? So far, it sounds like the Gail commandments are just normal, everyday, surviving in this fucked up world type beat, right?
Question, how much disposable income does this bitch have to be able to just fix things whenever they break?
She refuses to spend a drop of money on anything unless not spending money on it will directly impact her ability to complete the Gale commandments.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell because look at that fucking TV! How is it still working?
Yeah. It's literally...
Those are the portable ones that you would take to your work.
Yeah. Yeah. No. That's that shit they had in, like, elementary to middle school.
No. We had larger, like, we had tube-top TVs that was on, like, a rolling cart.
Yeah, ours were on a rolling cart.
Or there was one in the top corner of the room on this, like, hanging metal bar.
Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Still, like, they were, like, 3 to 4 times the size of that one that she had.
Mm-hmm.
What decade are we in?
Yeah, honestly, I can't tell.
Because,
like, genuinely.
Again, the quality, because of the stuff in her room and the quality of the camera, that is why I felt like we were in Japan for a second. Because that's kind of how that's how some of the stuff in their rooms look like.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're into anime, that is really similar to what those rooms look like.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I'm
yeah.
baffled.
Me too, honestly.
But you haven't heard that word in a minute.
I have not. That is not one I've heard in a minute.
I can ask a question.
Okay, go ahead. Ask.
No. On your Q&A, I'm allowed to ask a question on it.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah, it says wrong answers only. It says Q&A, and I can click ask something.
Go ahead. Do it. Let's see what happens. Go ahead.
I sent the question in. I think you have to preview it until it goes. I think you have to okay the thing.
Put user in timeout.
Huh? What?
Oh, sorry.
Hello?
Sorry. I was clicking,
I'm moderator now.
You're welcome.
So, did you put
Alright, there we go.
For a second?
No, I did not. I jokingly talked about it.
It got rid of the old one.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll leave it at this. It's fine.
I had to put a 1 instead of an I.
I know.
I will not be able to do the Gale commandments. For instance, Angelina also broke
Hold on.
Microwave.
It says Jill.
Yeah, the subtitles aren't perfect.
I think I got that around 2009 or something.
Well, let's do a quick rundown.
If this was 10 years ago, that would be 2020. No, that'd be 2015. She makes it sound like owning a microwave for 6 years is impossible. When
Apparently,
my previous microwave lasted us until the house fire.
Right. Well, no, apparently
so
Angela yeah.
That's a good, 10 years out of that microwave, at least. No, 15 years out of that microwave, at least.
It would be 6 years.
No. No,
She
no, for
oh
my
yeah, yeah.
microwave.
For yours, yeah.
Yeah, mine came with the house, and I think we replaced it either whenever, because I know that we replaced like the dishwasher whenever we moved into that house, but I don't know if we removed the micro. I don't know if we replaced the microwave. So if we didn't replace the microwave, that was like a 40-year-old microwave.
Yeah. Would you like?
Actually, no, it would be closer to 30.
So what do we know about the Gale commandments so far? The Gale mandments, if you will. What do we know about them so far?
The Gail Mandments, tidy places.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Fix things when they break.
Minimalistic lifestyle. I can kind of get behind a minimalistic lifestyle, you know? If it wasn't for the fact that I want to be a cosplayer, which means I'm going to have everything under the sun.
Now, since I saw my concurrent viewers go up, I'm just going to make sure everyone is filled in real quick. Because, chat, before we got to this point... Oh, whoops. Before we got to that point... Let me see if it'll let me.
Did you dox my
No.
Discord?
No, it's on streamer mode. Trust me, they can't read it. So...
That's a dumpster rat in the corner.
Oh, does it? Oh, well. Don't even worry about it.
I'm not worried. I don't care.
This is who we're talking about. The woman, the myth, the legend. Our gaslight... the gaslight gatekeeper girl boss who just keeps on following that trail to Delulu Town.
Who just keeps on gatekeeping.
She's gotten even closer to the sun, and she's Delulu enough to do it.
Icarus?
Yeah, that was... She thinks she's Icarus, I'm sure. Like, don't let these minimalistic, kind of like... These little things that are starting to kind of make sense. Don't let that fool you, chat.
I don't know if she has men. Like,
she doesn't... Don't let that fool you, chat, because she also has... P. Diddy should be pardoned.
This is only a 5-year-old video.
Mm-hmm. I think after we watch this one... I think after we watch this one...
P. Diddy should be pardoned?
I kind of want to watch that video.
Watch that one.
Huh?
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same page. I said we gotta watch that one.
So let's finish this one, and then I'll stream this one.
Okay. Is my stream... Is the quality okay?
Yeah, it's good enough.
I was gonna say, it can't get much better, because that's just the quality of the video itself.
Yeah.
Because you can tell where my screen is, like, pretty good, and then you can see how crappy hers is.
We're working with 420p. Give us a break.
And I was like... I was just gonna put it at 720, because on Discord, that's the highest the quality will go, unless I pay for Nitro.
But it doesn't heat. And I actually heard it smelled it smoking about a month ago. But I don't think Jesus has given me permission to get a microwave. So what I'm doing is I'm just living without the microwave. In the 1980s, I lived without the microwave. And many people in this world survived without
Look up how old she is.
I'm not getting a microwave. Sometimes I just eat
how old is Gail?
If I have the time. So that's how I'm dealing without the microwave. I'm learning how to live without the microwave. My television set...
That's bad, because depending on how she puts away her leftovers means that she has to she's increasing the chances of her getting sick if she's not heating them up. Because heating them up at least allows a bit of time for it to kill some of the bacteria that is developed on it. I took a foods class. I know how to properly store food and keep it safe, and I guarantee she's not doing it.
She graduated in 1979. She was born in 1957.
Holy shit.
She's
older than my grandpa. Oh.
Hold on. 25 minus 1956. Oh, come on. Why didn't it work? 2025 minus 19... 19... No.
Oh, you're feeling a little sad.
1956. She's 69.
Grandpapa never made it to the funny number.
Oh.
No. I think he's
Well,
like 68 or 67.
Well, Miss Delulu over here is the funny number now.
Damn. You think your videos are monetized?
No.
I haven't gotten an ad yet, so I'm gonna say no.
Well, she has enough subs. She has 12,000 subs. But her videos get less than 500 views each.
Yeah.
The only one that
Especially
got
the newer ones.
The only one that got almost a K was P. Diddy Should Be Pardoned.
I'm okay leaving the Gail Mammoths and going to that.
Okay. So she might be botting, or people are just following to keep tabs.
Because, we need to make a bigger chunk. We need to get a bigger chunk into this video.
Alright, we can go ahead and go to
What
P.
did you
Diddy
do?
if you're ready.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't know that we were swapping immediately.
Oh, sorry.
No, on my end, it never came through of whether you said yes or no.
Namaste. The divinity in me salutes the divinity in you.
Okay.
I would like to address a topic.
That's Buddhist stuff up there.
Yes. She also just said namaste, so.
Yeah, that's Buddhist stuff with... Who's that lady up there?
Virgin Goddess Lakshmi, saving herself for her soulmate.
Lakshmi?
Virgin Goddess Lakshmi, saving herself for her
She's
soulmate.
Not a virgin. I'm sorry.
Jesus' loyal friend. Hold on. Alright, my...
Lakshmi.
That's what I'm doing. Lakshmi. The Hindu goddess of wealth, fortune, and prosperity and beauty. Often depicted as the consort of... She is often depicted alongside Vinshu, either seated at his feet or on his lap. Oh, she's part of the creation myth, okay. In Hindu. Nothing about this says anything about her being a virgin goddess, and she's absolutely not Jesus' loyal friend.
And whoever that lady is in that stock image is not Lakshmi.
No.
Unless it's like an AI generation of Lakshmi. What timeline are we in?
Now,
Alright, I'm cool to continue now.
Yeah, let's.
That it came to
I'm gonna leave Google up for our sake, but
Discord yesterday. P. Diddy has been accused of rape, and I believe hundreds of people at a sex party that he sponsored are now suing him for rape and sexual assault.
Yes.
I wanted to get some info. He is, I am the Antichrist, though I...
What?
Huh?
Then how are you Jesus' friend?
Hold on.
He is, I...
No, she's not Jesus' friend. She's her 11th dimensional lover.
Then it would...
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I need to slap you for saying
wanted
that.
to get some info. He is, I am the Antichrist.
Okay, so she's the anti...
My spirit...
Okay. I'm not following.
That was my... No, this was my reaction to hearing that.
between Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism.
What? Stop.
Spiritual practice is a blend between Christianity, Hinduism, and Buddhism.
Okay. What's your opinion?
That's my reaction to that.
Okay.
You get crickets, because those contradict each other.
Yes, they do.
I'm sorry.
I needed to get some information from 13, and as a result of the information that I've gotten, I have concluded that I think P. Diddy should be pardoned. Let me explain to you why.
I was so hoping that she was going to say P. Diddy didn't do it, like how everyone kept on saying OJ didn't do it.
Yep. Oh, P. Diddy did it. He did the diddle.
He did a lot more than just the R word.
Oh, he did significantly more, but weren't...
His own... No. Y'all don't get it. His lawyer, one of his attorneys, withdrew, saying that he cannot... Hold on. I have it right here, because I have it pinned at all times.
Yeah, but we can't sit... So the lawyer resigned because he wasn't comfortable dealing with someone who did things with a dead body.
Yeah. One of Diddy's attorneys couldn't proceed with the case because he said, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs. And he was like, he did also state, I would like to say more, but I cannot legally.
Yeah.
Because of, client, whatever,
yep. Client confidentiality.
This man helped defend Osama bin Laden in the case of the U.S. versus bin Laden. That lawyer withdrew from P. Diddy's case. And
I guess
he wasn't even a part of bin Laden's case originally. He got brought in because he was an expert. Anyways, continue.
Why I've come to this decision, and I've put some thought into why I think a lot of people, I think mostly young women, have brought lawsuits against P. Diddy. I'll explain to you, this is just a guess on my part, on the dynamics that I think is happening here.
You're wrong, but okay. I already know whatever she's going to say is wrong.
About the situation, and
who is 13?
She said, did you hear about P. Diddy? What a Jesuit. I said, I didn't hear about it. He threw a big sex party.
Alright, so we're already resorting to calling P. Diddy a Jesuit. Again.
Wait, but if he's a Jesuit, then that means that she wouldn't want him pardoned. Or is she for the Jesuits now?
I don't know, because... Dude, it keeps flipping back and forth between, are the Jesuits good guys or are the Jesuits bad guys?
I hope that she finds the Spanish Inquisition.
Honestly. Do you see why I wanted to do a video on this? Whoops. Like, do you understand at least a little bit?
Continue.
You sound terrified.
I am a little bit.
Party and got busted. And I said, is he one of our Jesuits? She said, yeah. And she and Zach Knight went to the party as well. The one that got him arrested. So I asked, why was he arrested? And she said, for hosting sex and rape of all kinds. So I asked, was it voluntary rape? And she said...
Huh?
The fuck do you mean voluntary? Hold on, I'm looking this shit up.
I think she made it up.
What is voluntary rape?
Gonna be honest. don't think it exists.
Is a misleading and inaccurate term. That R word is never voluntary and always involves a sexual act without the victim's consent, which can be attained through force, coercion, or manipulation. Fuck you.
Okay. Okay. That's where we're at. Got it.
Consent must be freely given, or it's considered that R word.
Correct.
Coercion and manipulation are not consent.
Correct.
Statutory R word.
Correct. When someone is too young to consent.
Yes, even if they give it legally, it's not acceptable. But also, you're bad and wrong if you're doing that regardless. That act with a minor will not be tolerated.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to unpack here.
But some of the women... Oh, I forgot. I gotta take my allergy medicine. Let me go ahead and take it.
Is your Gail Mammoth allowed to get those, motherfucker?
Let's go take my allergy medicine. I'll be right back, you guys.
I'm on my antidepressants. We feeling good today.
The good thing I set that alarm, or I would not remember to do this. Brent, my husband, is a doctor.
Are you wearing flip-flops inside?
Hold on, let me run it back.
The good thing I set that alarm, or I would not remember to do this.
Oh my god, she is. They're either flip-flops or really, really loose Crocs.
Or slides.
Mm-hmm.
Which slides are
Brent, my husband, is a doctor, and he tells me to take it at the same time every day.
Brent Spiner. Supposedly. Allegedly, she's married to Brent Spiner.
I forgot. I always forget, so I set my alarm.
I saw in one of the comments of that one video someone saying, hey, isn't this bitch literally stalking Brent? So who knows?
Okay.
I didn't want to watch you take your
Let's
meds.
get back to the subject at
I didn't
hand.
either.
Why didn't we skip that?
Sorry
Suffer.
about that. I forgot.
Fuck you.
I forgot that I set my alarm.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so, I said, was it voluntary rape? And she said some of the women were so exhausted they needed IV fluids afterwards.
Hey,
They
yo!
got sent to the Jesuit doctor, so the IV fluids were just more cum.
What? I'm running that back.
IVs with cum?
Running that shit. So, okay, so we are against the Jesuits, I'm assuming.
I said, was it voluntary rape? And she said some of the women were so exhausted they needed IV fluids afterwards. But
Okay.
they got sent to Jesuit doctors, so the IV fluids were just more cum.
Okay.
What?
Do we unpack that or do we move on? Are you processing?
But that... No doctor would do that.
There's not a single doctor on planet Earth that would do that.
Is there something I'm missing here?
I don't think we're the ones missing anything.
I think she has an extra chromosome.
Or two.
I thought you were going to tell me I was wrong for that. Continue.
Can we just talk about, actually, can we talk about for just a moment how she's so nonchalant about this? Like, yeah, it was just more cum. Ma'am?
Which leads me to suspect, I will tell you what I concluded. I'm guessing about this, but I think...
What pool of knowledge are you guessing from? What are you pulling from? I think you're the one who's cum-brained. You're the gooner here.
Okay. I'm guessing that these women may have been asexual or monogamous. You say, well,
Hey, side note. Side note.
How do you get to that?
I just wanted to say that I don't have restrictions on this live.
What do you mean?
Like, YouTube isn't hiding this from anyone. No matter, even though we've said "come" way too many times.
why in the world were or had asexual tendencies? Why in the world would they go to a sex party if they're like this? Maybe
it's
they
not
felt
meant to
obligated.
be that.
You see, the Jesuit culture is very.
Not only was it,
Those parties weren't meant to start out that way.
That's not even like the whole point, though.
It uses power and manipulation to get people to go to this party, and they get too drunk and too high off the ass because he roofied everyone. To then a sex party takes place. That's not why that party was supposed to happen.
That's not even like the worst part of it, because I feel like.
And apparently they were like, 100 gallons of like baby oil at his place or some shit.
I'm sorry, the 100 gallons of baby oil's wild to me. But like, this whole thing is wild, like objectively wild. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but hospital fluid full of cum is the most wild thing I've heard all day. And we've had a wild day.
Yeah, I have.
Very unique in that in Jesuit culture, if you're not hypersexual, you are looked down upon. Can you imagine?
What?
The Jesuits are Catholic. The Catholics are famously Puritans, essentially. Purity culture is rampant. What the hell are we talking about, lady? Right? Like, you can back me up on that?
Not the Pope.
You know what I mean, though.
Oh, like the silence speaks volumes.
I'm sorry. I'm not wrong, though.
Did you not expect me to say that?
I mean, I'm thinking, like, more specifically, I'm thinking, like, the doctrine.
I mean, technically on paper that's what it's supposed to be. That's not what it is, though, but it's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You're supposed to save yourself till marriage and then only marry one person.
Which a lot of people who actually followed do. That's why they tend to be so sheltered. But the thing is, that's the part.
Horniest people behind closed doors.
Dude, that's called being pent up. I assure you. But still, like they're famous for purity culture, not
whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the Jesuit doctrine that says anything about being hypersexual, but I'm not a Jesuit, so I'm not defending these people.
Jesuit.
God damn it. God damn it. Now, I am not defending these people because I don't know anything about them, except that they are a subsection of Christians, or of Catholics, excuse me.
I don't even know if Jesuits exist anymore.
I don't either.
Because it was a term for whenever the Reformation was happening, and the Reformation's not happening anymore.
Are Jesuits still around? Yes, the Jesuits are known as the Society of Jesus and are still prominent and active religious order within the Catholic Church, with approximately 17,000 members serving in 112 nations across the 6 continents.
That's impressive that there's that many people with that little amount of countries.
Okay, This is straight from the horse's mouth, straight from Jesuits.org. We are the Society of Jesus, a Roman Catholic order of priests and brothers founded half a millennium ago by the soldier-turned-mystic Ignatius Loyola. But most people call us Jesuits. We seek to find God in all things. We dedicate ourselves to the greater glory of God and the good of all humanity, and we do so gratefully in collaborations with others who share our values, including laypersons. They have become a part of the extended Jesuit family.
That sounds like a cult.
We are pastors, teachers, and chaplains. We are doctors, lawyers, astronomers, among many other roles in church and society. In our varied ministries, we care for the whole person, body, mind, and soul, and especially in our education, we seek to nurture men and women for others. Jesuits draw on the rich tradition of Ignatian spirituality and reflection in our retreat centers, parishes, campus ministries, and other settings. We offer these resources to all who want to discern God's presence in their lives. At the same time, we also aim to be contemplatives in action, people who bring this spirituality into the wide world. Includes our work on behalf of global justice, peace, and dialogue.
So she's a Jesuit.
Maybe? It doesn't sound that bad.
She's someone who takes it to the extreme as a Jesuit.
Well, no, you have to identify yourself as a Jesuit. Like, I don't think she cares. I don't know, man.
Unless she's like a second branch of Jesuits.
I think she's her own breed of anything.
I was gonna say, because the Jesuits breached off because of that one guy, so maybe she's breaching off from the Jesuits to try and become her own.
She seems to. And back to the sexual comments about Jesuits being hypersexual. Yeah. The 4 vows. As members of a religious order, Jesuits take 3 vows. A vow of poverty, chastity, and obedience, and a 4th vow of obedience specifically in regard to worldwide mission. In other words, Jesuits must be ready to accept whatever mission the Pope requires. A vow that is reflective of our broader dedication to the universal church and the greater good of all people from all faiths and cultures. Yeah, right there, chastity. Straight from the horse's mouth. Just so YouTube can I can prove to YouTube that I'm not lying about that. There it is. Sorry. So the scholar in me came out, and I had to do a little bit of research. I'm sure you understand.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Imagine that. I was raised evangelical Christian, but
that explains everything right there. She's an evangelical. I don't have...
No, most people are evangelical if they live in the South. They're either evangelical or Baptist.
Yeah. But for some reason...
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm just saying, for some reason...
it doesn't explain it to me.
Statistically speaking, a lot of these, like, extreme fanatics start evangelical. I don't think it's, like... Obviously, it's not all evangelical Christians. But for some reason, a lot of these, like, smaller branches of Christian-related cults either start there or they start Catholic. It's not, from what I understand, it's not as common with the other denominums.
Denominamina.
I have just
Phenomena.
friends, and now I'm the Antichrist, the head of the Jesuits, okay?
Oh, okay, so she's the Antichrist head of the Jesuits. What?
I was right!
I can't tell. I still can't tell if it's being used as an insult or not, though.
Really? Can we talk about how I guessed that?
No, like,
I guessed that perfectly.
I'm so confused.
How did I get that right?
I'm lost.
Right? Like you have to admit that's wild that I actually got
No,
it
no, no.
that accurate.
We are left, not right. Because I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
But I'm sorry, but I called it.
There's nothing right about any of this. I'm glad that you managed to fucking decode the crazy. No, but
Somehow.
she's been using Jesuit as an insult.
She has, so pick a fucking lane.
Honestly, I'm so lost, bestie. Okay, maybe it's self-hatred.
That I was raised evangelical Christian, but I have Jesuit friends, and now I'm the Antichrist, the head of the Jesuits, okay?
Okay, so...
Huh?
I'm lost.
I know that I called that, but I didn't think that's what it would be.
I am confused.
Like, legit? Was such a far out guess that I was like, there's no way that this is possible.
I am confusing.
I think I should start doing I'm gonna start a prediction compilation, and this is
bet.
I'm starting to understand them. I can see that if you had asexual tendencies or if you were monogamous, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit about that. About
I'm so confused.
Monogamy and asexuality.
Oh,
I might feel pressure.
I cannot wait to hear what this woman thinks asexuality is.
Our flabbers are gonna be gasted if she gets it right.
On God.
When you don't really want to go.
We know how that happens. It's called coercion.
Okay. I asked my husband Brent, who I have great respect for, what he thought about this arrest, and P. Diddy was just being black and a Jesuit, okay?
What?
What? Brother, what?
Huh? Of all the...
Are you talking?
Yeah, maybe?
I didn't hear you.
Oh. Of all of the things I expected her to say, he was just...
blaming his race.
Of all the things I expected, he's just being black and a Jesuit are none of what I expected.
Why she have a 5 head, and what's up with that fucked up hairline?
What?
I'm so sorry, I just noticed. It looks like she has a cut in her hairline.
I'm taking my glasses off for a second.
Her hairline goes in a diagonal line.
You're kidding.
And then cuts back down.
Dude, maybe she is the Antichrist. You think the Antichrist would be racist?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
No. I think it'd be really funny if the Antichrist was just like any normal guy. I was like, yeah, I'm the Antichrist, but I gotta work my 9 to 5. I don't got time for that.
Oh my God.
That's kind of like what I secretly hope is gonna happen.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I don't got. I mean, yeah, I'm the Antichrist. It's like one of those office scenes where it's everyone in the room, and then they have one person off to the side for like a split second.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever they're talking to the camera, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh my God, the Antichrist, but instead of actually being like evil, he just uses his powers to remedy his own inconveniences.
Yeah, and so he's like, yeah, I mean, I may be the Antichrist, but I work this humble office job.
Look, I might be the Antichrist, but taxes don't discriminate.
And I mean, there's a party happening next Tuesday. I gotta be there for Steve, you know? I gotta get presents for people, so I gotta keep my job for that.
Yeah, I got shit to do, broski.
Couldn't you just give yourself money? Listen, even if I gave myself money, taxes would still take away from it.
True.
So
you know, I believe that.
I can avoid the IRS's ass. Because even though I'm the Antichrist, I don't want to fuck with the IRS.
Look, the IRS is the Antichrist. Alright. We are how many minutes into this stream?
Too many.
An hour and a half in.
We haven't even finished a full video at all.
We got this.
It's part of their culture.
As we're 4 minutes into a 30-minute video.
And Brent said he would not judge a Jesuit for their culture, and neither will I.
What? Look, y'all, I know my commentary isn't great this time, but guys, what the hell am I supposed to say? Like, actually, what the fuck am I supposed to say to this?
I'm actually asexual leaning, which is one reason I find it amazing.
Girly, no, you are not. You have videos on having multi-dimensional sex with our Lord and Savior. No. I know not all asexuals are sex repulsed, but...
I am. I'm not. Well, technically, I don't know.
I'm demisexual.
Whatever you need me to be, baby.
Oh God. But no, but seriously, I highly doubt that this woman
came all this way. How to
explain direct from Ronaldo. Matthew's my guy. Says he's not bi, but we did hook up though. Anyway, that had nothing to do with this. I just highly
everything to do with this.
Highly doubt that she's on the Arrow spectrum at all.
Came all this way. How to explain.
And that Satan chose me for his Antichrist. So.
I don't like.
I don't think that's how that works.
Rule 13 said he might go to prison, and they're working it out. I actually recommended that he be pardoned. I asked who arrested him. She said the feds. That would be like the FBI and all them.
At least she knows who the feds are.
P. Diddy thinks it's very unfair.
I'm sure he does.
From, okay? He is apparently being a typical black, okay?
What?
I told you it was racist. I called it. This motherfucker is racist as hell.
Say that again?
This motherfucker racist as hell, and I called it.
Okay, cool. Sorry. With a little bit of an accent.
I'm sorry. No, it's just
I was surprised that it wasn't an Italian accent.
True. I'm sorry. I just got really excited that I was correct. Because, like, you had your prediction, and then I had my prediction.
Yeah, but... Yeah, fair.
Because there was, like, very subtle hints that she might be racist. But this...
Came all this way.
This is like the black culture.
No,
is pretty much... But there are some blacks that, you know, that may be asexual leaning, or they could be...
Stop saying that.
First of all, stop. Second of all, that is not... Huh? Rape is not anyone's... Well, rape shouldn't be anyone's culture. It's certainly not...
Pedophile
oh my God.
Culture.
I say it certainly shouldn't be anyone's culture, but then I remembered the whole rape culture thing that... I mean, America's pretty bad with that.
Uncle Ruckus culture?
Uncle Ruckus culture! Dude, I'm flabbergasted.
Your flabbers have been gasted.
On God.
Monogamous, and they may feel pressured to be in line with the majority black culture, which is obviously polyamorous or...
What?
Yeah.
No.
Since when did we decide culture's
Since when did
sexuality?
Since when did we decide that black people are polyamorous?
Since when did we decide that this color of my skin meant that I was either poly or ace?
Yeah. Should I just randomly text Diari a question about this?
Yes. I was really hoping that you would think of Diari whenever I said the Uncle Ruckus thing.
Yeah. Dude, I might just send him the whole video. I don't even know how I would. I'll be honest.
Everyone made us feel that.
Yeah. I adore that man, but I'm.
He's not well.
No, he's not, and I don't want to know what he'd say.
I like how that's my description. He's not well.
Hold on, let me get Blue up here. She'll save me.
You know it's bad about someone whenever the only description you got is
he's not well. He's not. I mean, that's accurate.
He's not.
He isn't well.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
No, I don't see.
Here's what I think. It appears to me.
What do you think?
That we're gonna have some rules, okay, for these Jesuit sex parties.
I want to scream.
What do you?
What do you mean, rules for Jesuit sex parties? That's not a sentence. That is not a sentence I ever thought I'd hear in my life. I need you to know.
That's not a sentence I needed to hear today.
It's never a sentence. There's so much to unpack.
I am against non-consensual sex, okay?
Hot takes only, I guess. That has to be the only good take she's had all day. There's only one good take this woman's ever had, and it's non-consensual sex is bad.
Okay. I think rape is wrong.
Okay.
So for one thing, I think the Jesuits need to quit calling these parties rape parties. Call them sex parties. Okay?
But people are being raped.
Why'd you say it like that?
Yeah. Why'd
you say it in that kind of tone?
Honestly, I feel scolded.
No. I got a different vibe whenever she said sex party.
Did you?
As if she was upset that she wasn't invited.
Calling these parties rape parties. Call them sex parties. Okay? And another thing is, let me give you all an education.
I don't want an education.
An education.
About polyamory.
I don't want an education from this creepy old woman.
No. An education.
I don't want any education. I don't want one. I don't want three. No educations for me. Sorry.
Well, you know, you need to be educated on this shit.
I'm sorry. I'm having a mental breakdown.
I'm going to read some stuff from which I have had some
conversations
with the beautiful Hindu goddess Lakshmi, who is monogamous. She actually turned Jesus down when he proposed.
How is she wait, no, monogamous makes sense, but how does she,
She turned Jesus down.
I turned him down too at the cross.
Proposed to her for marriage, and she...
No,
like we're just bypassing what I said.
Oh yeah, we're bypassing that. No, so supposedly this Hindu goddess, denied Jesus Christ's marriage proposal. What fan fiction am I reading? Huh?
Said he made those?
No. That's why I'm so
I bet
confused.
many were made to him.
Oh, I'm sure.
She is going to be true to who she is as a monogamous person. Let me go ahead and read you some stuff.
Come in.
Oh.
Made me when she was counseling. I am a polyamorous, asexual leaning person. My husband Brent is monogamous, okay? And she was trying to work with us so that we could come up with a healthy compromise between our two sexual practices.
Polyamorous people are able to have monogamous relationships.
Blamish.
And,
talking to Flair.
This is...
Who is it?
It was stale.
Don't tell them. You can tell them what we're watching, but don't give them any context if you do.
These are some quotes that I got from her in May 2022.
Okay,
She said,
okay.
it seems like you're starting to understand monogamy and polyamory and the differences between them. She said, polygamy only means you are marrying multiple people.
Right.
Functionally, it's similar to polyamory.
Huh?
Polyamory may involve emotional intimacy with other parties, or it can be just
Okay.
one or both couples enjoying sex outside the main relationship, which is emotionally committed.
No,
And
well,
in
I guess so.
polyamory, it is possible to have multiple spouses as well as dating partners or concubines on the side. She said she's a virgin.
Sounds like an open relationship, but okay. Um, so far, this is the only part I'm following.
But due to my monogamous nature, I am patiently awaiting my husband, whom I will make love to exclusively. She said my expertise.
Also, you don't have to be married to, or like save yourself for marriage to be monogamous. Like, it's not one partner for life kind of monogamy. That's not how humans work. It's, I don't have to explain this. It's just one partner at a time.
Peace comes from studying love, romance, sex, and intimacy at God College for many millennia. I hoped to not only use that knowledge in my marriage, but to help others in their relationships. In
Okay,
God
okay.
College, we have the advantage of being able to witness and study live experiences of human interactions from any point in time-space. Our books are comprised of the infinite knowledge gained from the existence of mortals and other gods since the beginning of time.
Okay, that makes sense.
She explained to me that the most important thing about monogamy is that there are no exceptions. A truly monogamous person does not ever find themselves in moods where they want to make love to another person once they find their life partner, okay?
Fair.
The exclusivity of the monogamous relationship is tantamount, and there is no reason to ever involve another party. Now, my husband, Brent, is like that, okay? And I used to think I was like that, and I felt obligated to be that way because of my evangelical Christian background, okay? A polyamorous relationship between two couples is emotionally committed, okay? The only difference between that and a monogamous relationship is that the couple engages in sex with other parties, which may or may not happen all of the time. And she told me you have to be true to yourself.
And
becoming authentic sometimes means not pleasing everyone. You're probably not going to find sex parties very much fun. If you are monogamous, you're probably not going to find sex parties very much fun.
That more hot takes, I see.
Or if you're asexual, meaning.
Yeah.
So she said, Brent loves Gail
that
for
makes
who
sense.
she is. It's normal for couples, even soulmates, to not be fully in agreement on all things all the time. Brent and Gail can intertwine together by finding ways to meet each other's unique individual needs in creative ways. Polyamory still contains the possibility for emotional intimacy that monogamous Brent desires. If he's comfortable with the men Gail chooses to explore, or able to participate in the sexual acts with her, this would eliminate his feelings, his monogamous feelings probably, of being excluded or replaced.
Huh? No, okay, now you're just trying to make up ways to cheat without being in trouble for it. If he doesn't want to be in an open relationship, he doesn't need to be in an open relationship. If you guys are not sexually compatible in this way, then, well, it sucks to suck.
Meanwhile, they both could remain like that you both get to decide which third parties you would feel comfortable sharing your spouse relationship with Brent. And Brent doesn't force me to keep it monogamous. Actually, even though I am polyamorous, most of the time when I had sex with other men, and it was mostly brain to brain.
Brain to brain?
Brent,
crap.
with a
I'm sorry, brain to brain? What the hell is brain to brain?
Yeah, man, gotta fuck up that dome piece.
What?
monogamous relationship with Brent. and Brett doesn't force me to keep it monogamous. Actually, even though I am polyamorous, most of the time when I had sex with other men, and it was mostly brain to brain, outside of Brent,
I still want to know what that
it
means.
was out of duty or obligation, feeling like it was expected of me, and I realize now that I should not have done that.
Okay, that sounds like rape, but okay. Not accusing anyone, but the way she said it is kind of sus.
And this is what I think may be going on with these young women who are going to these sex parties. I think they don't really want to be there, okay? And they're trying to create their own space. They're probably either monogamous or asexual leaning, okay? And because they're a Jesuit, they know they're expected to be hypersexual.
They are not.
And so to create their space, I think they've launched lawsuits. Yeah, that's what I think is going on.
No. No one is expected. Ugh.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Either that, or they're having a bad identity crisis, and they don't know who they are, and they don't want to be forced into the hypersexual mold. Okay, that could be another thing that's going on. And I would say, if what I'm saying is true, what you need to do, rather than sue P. Diddy, okay, and because a lot of these people are young, this especially makes me suspect this, and I don't think anybody who's that young should be, who's a child, should be going to a sex party.
They didn't. Okay, what am I supposed to say?
They weren't invited because it was a sex party. They were invited because it was a large, famous party.
They were lied to, you crazy son of a bitch. Lied to. Lied.
Anyway, I think
L-I-E-D.
Unless they're fully comfortable. I mean, it's just, I just don't think they should be doing that.
Unless they're fully comfortable, fucking what?
I don't even know anymore, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to yell.
I said, no, I just don't know anymore, man.
They are. And I think the sex party atmosphere kind of puts pressure on them to be a certain way, and it doesn't give them the space and the stillness they need inside of themselves to find who they are. So Lakshmi said, if you feel you are only having sex with someone out of duty or purely to help them, then you're selling yourself short on your self-worth. Okay, if you're a Jesuit, and you feel like you're only going to these sex parties out of duty, or just to help out the Jesuit cause, you're selling yourself short on your self-worth.
I would love to know what she thinks the Jesuit cause is, considering one of their vows is a vow of celibacy. Sorry.
I know that I often felt obligated to give sex to men.
No, you're good. I turned off my mic
so
you didn't hear me launch it.
I was the hot Playboy girl, right?
And I forgot
now I
own
my asexual leanings. And I do not apologize for being true to who I am. And you should be the same way.
You should.
You really should apologize.
You should apologize for who you are.
Okay, let me continue. Orgasm and pleasure are not the same, nor is
okay, jumping right into it.
Orgasm a sign of sexual success. Sexual pleasure comes from the
if an orgasm is proof of sexual success, I feel so bad for the majority of women who sleep with dudes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say as well.
Glad we're on the same page.
I personally never had that problem.
Preferences are totally fine, and we
must be nice.
Although it seems as though you may still be trying to moralize or justify your sexual pleasure or
I got at one time I did like a rating thing. I was like, I'm joking. No, I was gonna make a joke saying one time after I was like, how would you rate your experience on a scale of 1 to 10? We take complaints as well.
We take complaints as well.
Nothing.
Dude. Oh, that's great. That's great. Oh, did you not hear me?
No.
Oh, I was talking about how great it was.
Oh, what did you rate it? No, part of me wants to do that as a joke.
You totally should.
But only one time ever, because I know that if I do it more than once, I'm gonna get left on the spot.
Oh, absolutely. Alright. I might do a deep dive. I'm gonna get distracted. Okay. Not right this second, but I might actually do a deep dive on who the Jesuits are. Probably on my own time.
Okay. Be that way.
Back of it, because that was in there too. If you are enjoying it or not enjoying it for yourself, and it's your personal decision that you feel comfortable with, you don't need to defend it. I added in the not enjoying in there because that's part of it with me. I was having sex with men and not enjoying it because I'm asexual leaning, okay?
And then why are you having sex with men?
And that's what I'm saying to you, young ladies. When you go, you might say, well, we got kidnapped. Okay, that's the reason I'm going to lay some ground rules.
How are you going to lay some ground rules with kidnappers?
Oh, no.
This can't be good.
An important thing to learn when it comes to relationships is you don't owe the world anything.
Okay. Oh, I never fixed this from... There we go.
You certainly don't owe the world an apology for the sins of your parents or for being a Jesuit or the sins of the Jesuits, okay? You can just be unapologetically you and do life the way that makes you happy. That's how you heal.
Okay.
And that's how you truly give to other people because you give them your real self.
What does this have to do with being kidnapped?
Short by thinking that you're only worth what you can give or to what degree you can please others. Bottom line, if you don't really want to go to the sex party, just say, I'm not interested. Okay? Now here...
You're getting murdered?
Oh,
just say no!
Yeah, you're getting kidnapped by someone who's twice your size. Just say no. They'll drop you immediately.
Don't worry. They can't steal your car without your consent.
Remember, it's only a fractured skull without your consent.
Oh, don't worry. You can't get hurt. The bad guy can't break into your house if the blanket's over your head. Bro. She
don't
cannot.
Worry, they won't see you if you can't see them.
Where were we?
Please others. With men and not enjoying it. So that we're going to have a healthy... We need to have some healthy boundaries around these sex parties.
If you're getting kidnapped, you're not having boundaries. I'm sorry.
Everyone who goes to
don't.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Sex parties needs to understand this is a sex party. Okay?
That's why it's...
Are we sure
you need to go to my website to see what I...
those?
I don't even think she knows where she is.
I said for 2. Number 3, no brain control or interference with free will.
What?
Of all the things I was prepared for. I'm not even playing it up for the stream. Like, honestly, I'm just appalled and flabbergasted and shocked. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean you can't have a sex party if you're gonna mind control people? Oh god, what? What? Like... What the...
For no kidnapping. I was told by 13 that part of the Jesuit ritual is they kidnap people and bring them to the sex party, and I think they do some...
What?
Why are the Jesuits hitting so much smoke?
We do not claim her. Everyone in the Jesuit community going like, we don't claim her.
Honestly, I don't even know if they know who she is. don't know. Dude, what reality is this?
Yes.
Now I, genuinely want to learn more about this subsection of Catholics, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm genuinely... Because obviously, I don't believe a damn word this woman is saying. Now...
What do you mean? It's the most accurate info I've ever heard.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is.
News.
You know, that probably is more accurate than Fox News.
Some other things.
I still can't tell if we're supposed to be on the Jesuits' side or not. Gonna be honest.
It's part of their thrill.
I don't either.
And for a hypersexual, I guess that would be exciting. To me, it would be boring as hell, okay?
A kidnapping would be boring as hell?
It's not exciting enough. It doesn't make the bedroom play any fun.
Okay.
But everybody's different. So, yeah, no kidnapping. 5, if someone wants to opt out, give them 10 minutes to get out. It's possible.
Why are you only giving them 10 minutes?
They would enjoy the sex party. Then they show up and they realize, I don't think I really like this. Give them 10 minutes to leave. Okay? Those are the rules. I also recommend that P. Diddy or anyone who sponsors a Jesuit sex party receive training from ex-Jesuit Zach Knight, who's been meeting with Goddess Lakshmi, so he's pretty intelligent about all.
Hold on. Run that back.
Sponsors a Jesuit sex party. Receive training from ex-Jesuit Zach Knight.
Zach Knight, alright.
Hold on, I'm looking something up.
This man is a singer.
Dude, there's nothing about... There's nothing about the Jesuits being related to P. Diddy's parties.
Oh, yeah, there's also nothing... Also, there's absolutely no proof that Jack Knight had ever been a Jesuit. Is this... Assuming we're talking about the singer-songwriter and not this random dude from Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Who just happened to have gone to a Jesuit college. Which doesn't inherently mean that he was a Jesuit either.
Doesn't mean that he wasn't either.
No, but I mean, I went to a Christian school and I wasn't.
He's not a Jesuit, so he's gonna be a Jesuit.
Oh, hey, hold on. Hold on. The only information I have about Jack Knight being a Jesuit comes from this woman's own Bible for Tribulation Saints.
Oh my god, what?
Deadass. It's a $18 book. Holy shit.
Shameless plug time. Shameless plug.
Oh yeah, so let me tell you something, chat. I have a book. I wrote a book. It's a fantasy book.
It's about the Jesuits.
No, it is not. And guess what? It's not this.
And it's not even as expensive as her book.
No, yeah, it depends on which format you get it. But anyway, the reason I bring this up is because it's a shameless plug, and don't, waste your money on this that I'm about to read out to you. Waste your money on a cute little fantasy book about animal and human hybrids going to war to protect their rights to exist.
I'm in the book. Try and find out which one I am, y'all.
Now we're gonna read the excerpt of Bible for Tribulation Saints by Gail Cord Schuler, Brent Spiner, MD, Jesuit Jack Knight, Jesus Christ himself, and Gabrielle Channa.
Okay.
Trigger warning.
Land? We're going back?
Oh
I think
God.
she's the mayor of Delulu Land.
I think she's the goddamn monarch of Delulu Land. Rape-loving Antichrist Jack Knight, on arrogant Satan's mission to destroy Jesus and true love, no longer cares about being the Antichrist when he thinks his true love, Rule 13, is dead. This new addition to the biblical canon is formatted as transcripts of Skype and online communications, organized by time and date stamps, with Jesus Christ advising and guiding Gail Cord and her men, Brent Spiner, Judge Terrence Jenkins, Robin Williams, Vladimir Putin, Matin McConaughey, yes, Gerald Butler, Hugh Jackman, Keanu Reeves, and Antichrist Jack Knight on how to honor the true love in their hearts through life and death situations they encountered from 2012 to 2017. Proportions of this read like a fantasy or science fiction thriller, as Gail and her men literally save planet Earth from destruction many times. Jesus Christ himself told Gail that she and her men are experiencing what the biblical Revelation and Daniel in the Bible tribulation saints will experience, and wants Gail and her men as examples for tribulation saints to follow. This book is broken down into a series of 4 volumes, 2012 to 2013, 2013 to 2015, 2015 2017. One Kindle edition is all 4 together. Jesus Christ's words are in bold. Huh? What? Excusez-moi?
Excuse?
What? I can get it on Amazon.
This bitch is a colic.
Oh my god, it's free with Kindle Unlimited. I can read this book for free. But then I would have to justify.
Gail Andrasta Kalik.
Dude!
What?
Do
you not like what I called her?
No, you're fine. What the fuck? If this video gets enough... If this VOD gets enough likes, or any of the videos that we're gonna make from this VOD gets enough likes, I will read the book on stream.
God, can I be here?
God, I hope so. I can't
in person with you. I'll read.
Yeah.
I'll read a page and you read a page.
Absolutely.
Or I'll read a chapter and say my thoughts on it. Then you'll read this chapter. No. I read you the chapter. I tell you. You tell me your thoughts on it. Then whenever you read me a chapter, you tell me your thoughts on the chapter I read.
Okay, bet. Dude, this has to be the most insane shit we've seen all week.
I don't know. I saw. I mean, there was something earlier today that happened that was kind of insane. We all almost died.
Yeah, but I think this is worse. Car accidents happen a lot.
No. We would have died if they didn't shut their cars off. I'm not joking. That's how big the explosion would have been.
Well, we're fine. Yeah, but still, that happens a lot, though.
Not that close to the gas tank?
No, we were very lucky to be alive. We were very lucky that didn't blow up. I understand that. I'm just saying, that is at least within the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
It is perfectly... It's tragic, but, cars are bombs, essentially. But you know what's not reasonable?
What?
Anything this woman has said.
Who's been meeting with Goddess Lakshmi, so he's pretty intelligent about a lot of stuff.
Okay.
About how to conduct such a party with sensitivity for all involved. Okay?
Right.
Yeah. But I don't think P. Diddy should be punished for being true to his culture and his blackness, okay?
What?
He's behaving like he's just being a black and a Jesuit.
I want to bash my head against the wall.
Me too.
Okay?
I don't even know what to
This is part
say.
of their culture. That's how they operate in the sexual sphere. If you're not, I'm not saying that every black is this way or every Jesuit is this way, and this is where I think we need to be careful.
No. You just said it's their culture.
So yeah, ask yourself, could I be asexual? You say, how would I know? Sometimes it's hard to know. I know for me, sometimes I just think sex is boring. And like with my husband Brent.
Then make it not boring. Not to be that guy, because I kind of agree. But broski.
Actually, if I wasn't married to Brent, because believe me, he is a full sexual.
A full sexual?
What?
Okay.
It works
That implies the existence of a half sexual.
out for me because I don't have to worry about getting erections or anything because I'm female, and I just offer him my vagina and we're good to go. And
No wonder you find sex boring.
I feel like his penis inside me is cuddling.
Canonically in
so I can live
VeggieTales
with
lore, none of the vegetables go to heaven.
Oh no.
good to go. And I feel like his penis inside me is cuddling me. So I
What?
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 The jokes write themselves.
What?
Hey, you want to cuddle it?
I mean, I've been asking. When we want this to happen? I'll set up the date.
I can't even say it with a straight face.
We're gonna have to take off a whole day.
Honey. Oh, are we hosting the Jesuit sex party? Can't even say it with a straight face. Oh god. Me and the boys on an average Thursday.
The Jesuit sex party.
Remember, consent is sexy.
can live with it. But if I was a guy and I had asexual leanings, it could be a problem if I had a partner who was a full sexual. So,
what?
I hope you know I'm sending quotes to our group chat as we speak.
I'm just saying, if there are times in your life when you think sex is boring, it's nothing to be ashamed of.
It normally is.
Make it fun.
If you
Add the handcuffs if that's what you need. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
prefer your relationship
Your husband isn't just... Your husband's just boring.
to be more friendship-like, and maybe you value connection more than you do the sex, you may have asexual tendencies. Bottom line is, you don't need to be ashamed of who you are. Or maybe that once he became committed to me, he doesn't have eyes for anyone else, to have sex with anyone else. And for that reason, you may find, because you don't really, who are bringing the lawsuits.
Did you say my name whenever you asked
this is
that
where
question?
No, I did not.
You need to be sensitive
Okay, I didn't think you did.
to different sexual types. Make sure.
I just want to make sure I
think you might
quoted
want
it
to
properly.
screen all the
Gotcha.
people at the party, and if they're monogamous or asexual leaning, you may not want to let them come to a sex party. Yeah,
What if they just want to watch?
You might want to create a scan, to determine if everybody in that party is polyamorous, okay? Or maybe just determine if they're comfortable being there. Yeah, you might want to set up a scan to determine if everyone's comfortable with the sex party. And if you're sensing that somebody's not comfortable, then go to them and say.
My dad just sent me something insane.
Oh God, what did Dad say?
Death-defying neuroscientist turned OnlyFans model confronts life with memory loss after brutal bike accident caused by a pigeon.
How many gut punches can I?
At no point in this sentence did I know what was going to happen next.
I can't even unpack that.
Turned OnlyFans model.
That's sentence 1.
Confronts life with memory loss after brutal bike accident caused by a pigeon.
That is a sentence, and it is one that has been spoken.
I know what all those things mean individually.
But together? Does anyone?
I don't think I've ever heard them in that amount,
in that order.
Yeah.
In that amount of time. Okay. What's happening? Where are you? Where am I?
Would like to leave. We're sensing on the scan that you're not comfortable being here. And I think
we're sensing on the scan? Why can't we just ask?
Your mic on Discord peaked.
I'm so sorry.
Solve the problem.
It was so funny. No, all I hear.
I think it would solve the problem.
Everything else cuts out. I don't know what just happened.
But I don't think you should sue P. Diddy.
We should.
He's obviously operating under the false assumption that everybody was comfortable with being there.
No, he's not.
Oh? Because that's how they assume Jesuits are, just like evangelical Christians for eons have assumed.
Yeah, he treats roofies like they're candy.
That everybody's supposed to be monogamous, right? It is not correct.
Baby oil like
there are different types.
Nah, he had that shit like it was water.
So yeah, I think maybe you should set up scans at all these parties. Scanners that determine if anybody's getting uncomfortable.
No. He had that shit like it was sunscreen.
Setting up scanners at parties. Setting up scanners at Diddy parties to find out if they're comfortable.
What?
My head hurts so bad.
What?
Help.
I feel like Mark, after he hears Bob say something wild.
Yeah.
It would be like a red flag, and we would go to them and say, we're sensing you're getting uncomfortable, would you like to leave? Yeah. And if you can catch that early, before they...
If you're gonna be at a... Why can't you just communicate if we're using her rules? If we're using her rules...
Can we talk about the face you've stopped on?
Oh God, she's crazy.
Also, that's a vision board.
Oh my God, it is.
And the one above it is still the custom furry art.
It is.
And then she has something about the Buddha below the Lakshmi. Are those chia pets?
I don't want to know.
Before their vagina. You know, if somebody's uncomfortable, they're not going to be enjoying any of the sex there anyways. Like, if I was an asexual leaning person and I was at this party...
I love how she said if, as if she didn't call herself an asexual leaning person less than an hour ago.
I would probably have a dry vagina through the whole thing, okay? Because I wouldn't be getting turned on by it, because I'm asexual leaning, right? And my vagina would probably be raw and sore after the whole thing's over, and it would have been like torment.
I don't want to hear about your 7-year itch.
You see? And if I was a Jesuit and I was asexual leaning, I would appreciate it if somebody came up to me and said, "We are sensing you're uncomfortable. Would you like to leave?" Then I probably
just communicate.
I would have said yes, thank you. Yeah, that's it. Another thing.
I guarantee that
so
wasn't
I don't want
happening.
any kidnapping taking place.
I guarantee a lot of things.
Unless the kidnapping was like arranged. No kidnapping. No kidnapping. This needs to be totally consensual, okay?
That's the problem!
And you probably need to set up scanners to determine the comfort level of everybody there. But no, I do not think P. Diddy should be sued. Because I didn't, as the Jesuit leader, I never really set down clear standards for things like sex parties. So he operated under the false assumption that every Jesuit is a hypersexual and that they're all comfortable with that.
Well, you know best.
I don't think that is correct. So,
go to the
we
top
probably should set up scanners to assess the comfort level of everybody there, and that'll solve this problem. Okay? That's what I think we should do. I'll go ahead and update my webpage and mention that.
Alright, let's unpack these comments. Well, you know best. I feel like
you should contact Diddy's defense team and offer to testify as an expert witness.
God bless your heart. You are a sweet person. Your mercy and understanding is inspiring.
I'm new here. This is amazing. Just wow. I'm about speechless.
That's not the compliment you think it is. What?
Well, Gail, you never fail to amaze me.
Agreed. I was waiting to hear from you about this topic. Without your thoughts, I would be lost. My doctor put cum in my IV one time. It did not go well. I still have side effects. Huh? Oh, hell no. Human, but has a lot of interactions with the gods. Rare Gail L. No. She gets lots of L's. She's not faking. She's genuinely insane. I can't tell if you're fucking with people or not. Completely serious. I've been a fan for years.
Huh?
Hold on. Okay.
I think we may be dealing with some monogamous or asexual leaning Jesuits. Okay? And they just don't have the courage to be true to who they are. They're afraid they're going to be stigmatized. Just like I, as an evangelical Christian, didn't have the courage to be true to my polyamory. Okay? You know, every group that we align ourselves with gives us certain expectations, and we feel obligated to fit into their categories. And it's not healthy.
What?
It's not healthy. But yes, please pardon.
I'm so confused. No one will be pardoning Diddy.
Diddy. I asked my husband Brent, who's the president.
Pardoning?
Hold on.
What?
Run it back.
And it's not healthy.
Run this shit back. Hold on.
But yes, please pardon P. Diddy. I asked my husband Brent, who's the president, to do so. Because...
Okay. She thinks Brent is the president.
Because apparently he had some big communication problems. But he's not a criminal. He's just a black guy being true to being black.
I can't get over it every time she says it. Especially with the "it's okay" tone. Dude.
And a Jesuit being true to being a Jesuit. Okay?
I want to know this woman's lore.
I think we can solve this problem by setting up scanners to assess everybody's comfort level.
Because that's not the most wild thing I've ever heard in my life.
If you are a monogamous Jesuit, or if you are an asexual-leaning Jesuit, you should own it. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Look at the beautiful goddess Lakshmi. She's monogamous. Do you look down on her for of that? And would you think any the less of her because of it?
No one is ashamed of being monogamous. That's the cultural norm.
So you shouldn't think the less of yourself. If you really don't want to be there, just say this isn't. Tell your fellow Jesuits this isn't who I am, and this isn't what I want to do. Please respect this. And that's it. Namaste. The divinity in me.
She's not even saying it right. Thoughts? Can we talk about how she's not pronouncing, how she pronounces namaste?
I don't want to.
Cool.
I'm sending Dad screenshots. I went back to her page and went, I need to share this with Dad.
Yeah. Probably not best you just give, probably for the best that you don't just give him our video.
I didn't. Well, I mean, I did.
I mean...
Oh no.
It's fine. I feel like we have good reason to be this upset. So that's... Any other thoughts?
Oh, Joe's upset with me.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to end it here because it's almost 11 where we're at. And I need some brain cells left. Thank you so much for everyone who stopped by. If you're new here, go ahead and like and subscribe. That would help me out a lot.
Am I subscribed?
I hope so.
It'd be really funny if I'm not.
I stream more on Twitch. I stream video game content over there more than I stream the reaction stuff over here on YouTube. Yeah, just I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. I'm so sorry for ruining it.